Good evening, everyone. We're going to open it up to questions for Coach after he does his opening statement, and then we'll open it up to questions for Justina King and Jasmine Hardy. Coach, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Proud of the young ladies tonight. Great energy, effort, as usual. Execution offensively was much better than it's been, and it's going to continue to get better. I think we're still trying to work on, find ourselves, right, with our chemistry and learn to play with one another. We have some new people, but, all in all, defensively, I'm outside that fourth quarter where, we weren't very good. We pretty much shut them down. They got too many paint touches, but I thought, we made it hard for them, and, I'm proud of our young ladies getting a W.
Questions?
Hey, Coach. First, congratulations on the win and a good start this season. What would you, on the defense end, what did you see out there as a coach that you could build upon for the following games coming up?
Yeah, it's our defensive makeup is our identity, the way we defend. If you look at the last 3 years, it's probably been our biggest strength. Now. We haven't been able to translate those into victories in the past as much, but I think you start to see a lot more of that last year when we, went on that run. And so, again, we're just building on, what we've been doing the last 3 or 4 years, and we're getting better pieces as far as our personnel, and our kids have gotten older, and they understand our scheme a little bit more. So I think our communication can get a lot better. Our purpose, playing with purpose, our understanding of what we want to do, depending on how the offense is attacking us, like adjustments, I think we got to get better in. But just our mentality right now is on point. We're aggressive, we're assertive, and we're taking it to them. And now we just got to continue to just get better with the, tangible things and the small things.
Okay. Jasmine Hardy, 26 points.
29.
29. Right. My fault.
31, she missed those 2 free throws, but
my fault. What would you say? What would you see out there? What would you say that contributed to her hot start? Was it was she playing off of her good defense and building off of that, or was it just her night tonight?
I think it was a combination of both. I think anytime you could, get stops, right, and get out in transition, I think it's just momentum, right? It's you're riding that high of, when you get stops over and over again, you're getting these great opportunities, great looks at the rim. I think good things happen, but I thought she had good shots. And once she got going, her teammates, started looking for her. And they made sure that she was getting touches, and she wasn't hesitating. I think her mentality tonight, there was no indecisiveness. And I think that allowed her to get in that zone. She was in a zone tonight.
Despite even Jasmine Hardy, not just her, but the whole team, on the offensive end, really had a good game. And the ball didn't really stick around in one player's hands.
Yeah.
Was that the game plan from jump?
Sure. I think it's always a game plan. We haven't always been able to execute that, but we've been preaching and working on sharing the basketball, reversing it, opening up the defense, right? Because if you come down and one shot, shot selection, right? We want to make sure that we make the right basketball play and put people in position where they could do what they do well. So we had 20 assists tonight, and we didn't have, we turned it over a little too much, right? But when we get 16 or 15 plus assists, it's going to be a productive night offensively because we have multiple weapons. And if we were able to share the ball, put people in position where they can do what they do well, I feel like we can score the ball, at a high level, but it's just a work in progress. We have some new young ladies that are trying to come in and figure themselves out within our stuff, and it takes some time, but it's just rhythm, and chemistry.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Hi, Coach. One thing I don't think we've covered yet is their three-point shooting. Your team was fantastic from three tonight.
Sure.
I believe you were nearly 50%. Obviously, Hardy led the way, being 7 of 9 from three.
Sure.
What did you like from your team today, from the long ball, and how can you continue that trend throughout the?
Yeah, I think taking good shots, taking your shot. It's, Jasmine shot is not Barry's, good shot. Everybody has to know their role and have to know their strengths. And I thought tonight that we took quality shots for the most part. We were able to touch the paint, whether we threw it into the post or we got it in the paint with penetration, play from the inside out, suck the defense in, move the ball. So we're just playing good basketball right now. And we talk about paint touch, because the more paint touches we get, the more it's going to open up opportunities for our shooters and, scorers on the perimeter and cutting to the rim, So I would say, we're hoping that we could shoot the 3-point, but that's not really, we don't want to live or die by the 3. And tonight, you saw what their game plan was to pack it in and play a zone. So if teams are doing that, you got to find ways to knock down shots, and we did that tonight.
I think I got everything. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, Coach.
No, thank you, Lindy. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Okay, we have Jasmine Hardy and Justina King here today for the press conference. We are going to open it up to questions for the media for Justina and Jasmine. Guys?
First question I have is for Jasmine. 26 points. What were you seeing out there just out there on the offensive end? Was that basket just looking wide open like a pool?
Yeah, I was just I just kept shooting when I was open. I just shot the ball. When I started getting hot, I just kept shooting.
Next question is for Justina. Out there on the defensive end, what was the plan for getting on those turnovers and stopping the offense from, just getting momentum and scoring like?
It was to play beach basketball. I mean, that's what we do every night, and that's not going to change no matter who we play. So, creating angles, lots of pressure, and getting them out of what they want to do.
I feel like, what would you, I guess for both of you is, what would you, despite the dominance and stuff like that, what would you say that you would like to get better on individually or as a team to keep this undefeated start going?
I would say so on defense, we can get better a lot with our communication and just keeping the pressure on the whole game. And to add to that, I would say keeping them out the paint. They got in the paint way too much tonight. So that's something that we don't normally do, but we got to improve
on. So you guys started off, obviously, the season's so early, but you started off 3-0. It's been a really nice start to the season. How can you ultimately take, that hot start of dominant victory